Welcome to a little tea time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to a little tea time.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Who listen?
Welcome to a little tea time.
All right.
Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little tea time. Welcome to a little tea time.
All right, you guys. So good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I am Jarek, aka Jarius D, your favorite published author's favorite published author, and your host of A Little Tea Time. Thank you to everyone tuning in tonight. If you are watching, please like and share the show. And shout out to all of the viewers who are going to be coming in tonight to view the show. I got your comment, darling. Thanks. If you are watching, please, ma'am, please, sir, please like and comment on the show. And y'all enjoy. So y'all ready for the tea tonight? Here we go. We're gonna get into it because I'm excited about tonight's guest. So we are still celebrating Women's History Month. So happy Women's History Month to all of the ladies around the world. Y'all share the show for your mom, your grandmother, your aunt, your cousin, your sister, your best friend. Someone can watch tonight's show and let them enjoy what y'all get to see. So thank y'all so much. Today's word of the day is mudlark. Mudlark. Mudlark is a noun and it is the English 18th century, and it is a person who scavenges in river mud for objects of value, or a street urchin. So if y'all remember, like back in the Western times when they were digging around for gold, they would dig around in the mud for gold. So that's a perfect definition of mudlark. So y'all try to adapt mudlark into your English language speaking vocabulary, and don't forget that word of the day. Song of the week is going to Mary J. Blige, Love a Woman featuring Beyonce off the My Life 2, The Journey Continues Act 1 album. Now, I'm going to continue to celebrate the song this week because it is a great song as we are celebrating Women's History Month. And I am fans of both Mary J. Blige and Beyonce. So shout out to y'all. You guys, let's get over to Saucy Sonia Spices and check out some of what they have to offer for you guys. And shop and use my coupon code, Good Eats Jerry, and receive 5% off of your purchase when you shop at Saucy Sonia Spices. I just posted a video up on my Facebook, probably before the show, of an event that they're at today. So if y'all are watching my page right now, their video is already up on my page. So y'all will get to see more about what they're doing over at Saucy Sonia Spices. So get into it, you guys. Got to send a shout out to Millennium Studios here in Shreveport, Louisiana, because I want to try and get to film an episode of A Little Tea Time there. Got to send a shout out to Miss Linda Moss for her piece. Home for Good was selected to be part of the Arts International Invitation road trips. So congratulations to you. Got to send a shout out to Miss Charmel Lester for the Fabric of Peace art exhibit that's kicked off this afternoon. Now, if I tell y'all got to get down to this exhibit and just get into it. I went today. I have not posted the pictures yet because I came in to get ready for the show. But y'all are going to be blessed. When I tell y'all are going to be blessed. The pictures don't even do it justice. So I would definitely tell y'all, just get out to the Southern University Museum of Art at 610 Texas Street. The event is free and open to the public until April the 28th. And if y'all do not get down there and just take in that culture, take in the beauty, take in her fabrics that she's done, and just take it in. We had a fabulous time tonight at the opening event for the event tonight. And I'm still kind of full from my food. So y'all have to excuse me as I belch if I belch during the show. But I definitely want to say congratulations to Miss Charmel Lester and to all of the other artists that I got to meet today. Got a lot of pictures coming soon, so y'all stay tuned to the pictures as they become available. And I definitely would love to encourage anyone and everyone. That's no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what race, no matter what religion, no matter what color. Y'all go and check out this exhibit. It was a blessing for me. It felt like I never left home just because of how my home is decorated. And so I enjoyed her art exhibit. So y'all definitely want to get down to the Southern University Museum of Art, 610 Texas Street. The event is free to the public and it ends April the 28th. So y'all go and get into that delicious art. Tomorrow is the 14th annual Shreveport Blues Festival. Y'all get out there and go and check out those artists that are coming through tomorrow. I was not able to get the lineup for tomorrow's show, but y'all are definitely in for a treat for the 14th annual Shreveport Blues Festival. Also happening this weekend is the Culture Tour featuring New Edition, Charlie Wilson, and The Jodeci. So if y'all have y'all tickets for the concert this weekend, y'all go out and have a fantastic time. Let's be safe and let's be positive in all that we're doing, you guys, because it's important that we continue to remain positive, even when we're just out and just fellowshipping with one another. So y'all have fun. Shout out to Miss Christy Woodard and her event, The Story Tell Hers, where she'll have 8 female filmmakers presenting their short films March the 31st at the Robinson Film Center downtown at 8 o'clock. I literally found out about the event today and I'm promoting it on the show. I would love to be able to come out and try and do a little tea time at the event. So, hey, Christy, if you're watching tonight's show, if you get to see tonight's show, I'm going to probably reach out to you about just coming out and doing some interviews because I would love to be a part of what you're doing and definitely would love to be in the room. So, shout out to Mr. Shep Rock with his paintings. You keep going, King Brother. I'm celebrating you on the show tonight. Shout out to Miss Osset Artun Ray with her book of poetry, A Poetic Guide to Spiritual Awakening. I'm going to continue to celebrate you as well, sister. So you keep doing the work. Shout out to Mr. Bobby Huntley with his work out there going absolutely nuts for this Pam and Tommy film that is coming soon. I would love to interview you, Mr. Bobby Huntley. I know that you are a busy man being a working director, but I would love to get you on a little tea time and we can talk more about who you are as a person and your work as a director. Gotta send shout outs to Miss Adriana with Lucky for You and Fake Roses available everywhere where music is sold. Also, I shared some of Jay Signs' music to my Facebook and my Instagram. So y'all would definitely get to see who I was talking about with Mr. Jay Signs. And to all of the other music artists who I'm about to mention, Mr. AJ Causey, I need you to hit me up on my inbox. Marcus Wayne, aka Brown Wolf, I need you to hit me up. I would definitely love for y'all to check out who these artists are, check out their music, support what they do, because I am beginning to support what they do and I want to promote what they're going to be doing. So I would love for other people to get into what they're doing. Also, shout out to Miss Shayna D Music, who was on the show earlier this week. Y'all check out her single, Pack It Up, available everywhere where music is sold. And stay tuned to all of their projects incoming. Got to send a shout outs to the Ratchet City Blues documentary with Cherie Gray of the Lumpy Grits Artistry. She will be on the show tomorrow. So I'm excited to be interviewing her and we'll talk more about the Ratchet City Blues documentary coming soon. Gotta continue to send my praises to Miss Claudia Jordan, to Mr. Christian Keys, to Mr. Willie Taylor, and to Mr. Pooch Hall for the play White Lies, the Lord Knows My Heart. we had a fantastic time, and that's why I keep talking about it on the show this week. I definitely enjoyed myself. And if y'all did not get to see that play, y'all definitely missed out on a treat. Shreveport, we had the honor of being her first stop to see the play. And it was such an honor. So thank you, Miss Claudia Jordan, and congratulations on celebrating 25 years in the entertainment business, sister, and more to come. So stay with it. Excerpts from Copella is coming up March the 28th at the Shreve Memorial Library in Cedar Grove. Brought to you by the Shreveport Metropolitan Ballet. You guys, please, ma'am, please, sir, get out there, get your kids out there, and let them hear some of those delicious excerpts. I have a feeling that this is going to be something that is going to be great to take in culturally, and so to inspire them more. Let's continue to inspire the next generations through art, through music, through film, and it has to be positive ways of celebrating us. So let's continue to do that, you guys. Also, shout out to Young Jeezy and K Michelle coming to Shreveport at the Municipal Auditorium May the 27th. The tickets are already on sale at Ticketmaster, so if y'all have not got your tickets yet, definitely want to get into that. So, who's ready for the 94th annual Oscars Academy Awards? I am. I got to definitely send a shout out to Mr. Will Packer, who filmed the trip, Girls Trip, the film Girls Trip, and he's going to be a producer for the 94th Oscars. He is going to do a fantastic job. I'm pretty sure if he did what he did with Girls Trip, if it's anything like Girls Trip, he's going to do a fantastic job. I also got to send shout outs to Miss Regina Hall, Miss Amy Schumer, and Miss Wanda Sykes, who are all set to be the hosts of the 94th annual Oscars. So congratulations to you all, and I can't wait to Sunday for the show. So y'all stay tuned. I also got to send a shout out to Miss Regina Hall for her new film, the thriller Masters, that's out now on Netflix. So y'all get into it. If y'all have y'all Netflix bill, go ahead and get into it tonight after you watch a little tea time, all right? So, as I was saying, y'all stay tuned for upcoming guests this week. I am very excited to have Miss Cherie Gray of Lumpy Grits Artistry coming through tonight to not tonight, tomorrow, to doing the show tomorrow. So thank you, Cherie. Looking forward to it. Now, on to the birthdays. Happy birthday to all of the Aries around the world. If I have not mentioned that yet, please forgive me. So today's birthdays are, shout out to my Facebook followers, Shervella and Ursula, both celebrating birthdays today. Happy birthday to y'all. And y'all are in great company for birthdays today. On to the celebrity birthdays. Happy birthday to Mr. Jack Johnson. Happy birthday to wrestling royalty, The Undertaker. Happy birthday to Mr. Jim Parsons of The Big Bang Theory. Happy birthday to football royalty, Mr. Peyton Manning. Happy birthday to Jessica Chastain. Happy birthday to the magician, Mr. Harry Houdini. Happy birthday to Mr. John Tron. Happy birthday to Ruben D. Made. Happy birthday to Mr. Chris Bosch. Happy birthday to fashion royalty, Tommy Hilfiger. Happy birthday to Mary Berry. Happy birthday to Mr. Alan Sugar. Happy birthday to Miss Allison Hannigan from How I Met Your Mother. Happy birthday to acting royalty, Steve McQueen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to singing sensation, Miss Nivea. Happy birthday to you, Nivea. Happy birthday to the late Louis Anderson, who we lost earlier this year. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Jack Swagger. And finally, happy birthday to Miss Paris Warner. So, now that I have finally spilled my tea, I don't know if my guest is out there, but we're going to see if we can get him in. And we're going to see if we can get him on. So, Scoob, I don't know where you at, bro, but it's showtime. invite. I just sent you an invite, Scoob, if you are out there watching. And while we're waiting for Scooby, you guys, again, I'm going to talk to y'all more about this event tonight. This event was everything. I'm telling y'all, the African statues, to the African pictures, to the African knowledge that we learned. Definitely something to take in. All right, what's up, bro?
What's up, my man? How you doing?
I'm good. Sitting here, just getting into it, getting into it. How you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. Just got me a little sandwich and I got me a little drink, so I'm good.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So, I know that you are a comedian, but the
Yes.
rest of the world does not know.
Yeah.
So we're
So
gonna get more into that.
yeah,
We're
we
gonna
we
get
gonna get
more
into
into
that.
that. But before we get into it, I know you heard about Kanye West being banned from the Grammys.
Yeah.
You care to elaborate on that?
So I'm a huge Kanye West fan. First off, before we started, huge Kanye West
Mhm.
fan. However, his antics, he thought he was bigger than what he really was, and Trevor Noah, he showed him. You know what I'm saying? He showed him. He's like, yeah, you think you got the big balls? Let me show you, boy. And I'm not mad at it at all because I didn't even approve of how he was making threats to Pete Davidson and D.L. Hughley. Like
Mhm.
I feel like me personally, there's a line, and once you start making threats, you know what I'm saying, like to physically harm me, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Because, like DL said, if I got a problem with you and I feel like it needs to get physical, I'm going to be the one to show up. I'm not going to call nobody. I ain't going to call no goons. And the crazy part about it is, one of the things Kanye said to DL was, I have the money to get you hurt. We know that. It ain't like we got one of these broke boys running around here talking about I get you clipped up and I get you sniped and all this other stuff, knowing you still staying with your mom and you can barely get you a 2-piece from Popeyes. It ain't nothing like that. We know Kanye got some real money. When you know you got more money than the Kardashians, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I I think it's well deserving of being banned from the Grammys. I do.
I do too, but I would just love to see him go on and cut up because you know he's nominated for 5 Grammys.
And I hope he wins them all so we can laugh at
So,
how you don't get to give your acceptance speech.
right, because they not even letting his ass in the building. Now, as a Kanye West fan, I love Kanye West because Kanye West, he's absolutely fucking brilliant.
He is.
But when you got beside yourself and just saying just careless shit,
Yeah. You got to, man, listen here. You are still a person, and I understand how free he says he is, and he's free. He's very much a free thinker. You still
yeah.
got to realize it's rules and regulations. And no matter how free you think your ass is, you can't get away from
Mhm. I totally agree. Now, the reason why I'm talking about Kanye West on the show this week is because I've been listening to the radio to the DL Hughley show, and they have been shading the shit out of Kanye West.
I haven't listened this week.
Don't, don't.
Don't.
I feel like I feel like Kanye West is the person that people think he is, but I also feel like Kanye West is harmless.
He's all smoke. He's all smoke.
Yeah, I feel like he's harmless. I feel like if Kim Kardashian, and I just said this yesterday, if Kim Kardashian did not get a restraining order against him,
Yeah, like he's not they know the man's off his man. But see, that's also because we feel that he's nothing but talk. That's what also makes him so dangerous. Because this man has a real mental illness. So we don't know what's gonna happen one day when he is off his meds or whatever. Like we don't like one day he might get that man that can actually do something. So we don't know. I would have put a restraining order on him. What I don't want to happen is they tell him he doesn't get to have visitation or something like with his kids, because if something happens with him and his kids, it's gonna be the whole Donda thing all over again, and it's gonna be probably 9 times worse.
10. I'm gonna add one on there.
Let's go ahead and go 11.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
just go ahead and be safe and go 11. You're gonna see a real crazy black man.
Woo. Nah, we seen that already. We ain't seen the
Right.
work you do.
Right.
And not only that, why are we even talking about Kanye West? Like Kanye, if you see this show tonight, Kanye, if you see any of my other shows, Kanye, I totally support you, bro. I support you.
Hey, listen here, dog. I have Kanye's college dropout vinyl album framed. Like it, yeah. Like I'm sitting here looking at my Funko Pops right now. Like I wonder if they got a Kanye Funko Pop. And like
Never know.
He's a genius, but I mean, outside of his art, he needs some help.
Yes. So for me, that's why I was just saying, like, I'm a fan of Kanye West, and I don't want to see him destroy his career because of his personal life. So as a regular human being, Kanye West, like, you don't have to take my advice, Kanye. I ain't nobody, just a dude with a little podcast on Facebook and Instagram.
You feel me?
But I just want to just say, bro, just go take a time out.
I think a lot of it is, well, we know a lot of it is he hasn't grieved. I don't know if you've seen the documentary they had on Netflix about him, but
No.
it's amazing. If you're a Kanye fan, you're gonna love Kanye even more, but you're gonna eventually feel bad for him because you're gonna see the transition and from the Kanye that we all knew and loved when it came to the art and just who he was as a person. You're gonna see him turn into who he is now. You're gonna see him turn into Ye. You're gonna see him turn into Yeezy. You're gonna see him evolve into those people, and it's gonna be all right after his mom died. You know what I'm saying? You will see, like, we all know how much Kanye loved his mama, but until you see like the video documentary, I'm talking about Kanye before we knew who Kanye was. I'm talking about Kanye when he was making the beats, and we just was like, dang, Jay-Z killing this beat. This is an amazing beat. Oh my God, this is a great beat. Yeah, like humble. Like humble Kanye. First, hold on, wait. Kanye ain't never been humble. He has, but he's always had this arrogant confidence about him, and that's due to his mama. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You know, you should always uplift the children and everything.
Right.
But you know, you will see that his mama was his rock. Like, that was everything. Always came back to his mama. So, in that documentary, you get to see all that. And I went from like, oh my God, Kanye, he's the man. And I mean, I still feel that way, but I'm like, golly, he's such a tortured soul. Like, and because he doesn't handle his mental awareness and the team around him, I don't know what the team is telling him. However, but they can't be telling him too much or nothing because they let him do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, look, Kanye, we send you our prayers. We send you our prayers. We are definitely concerned citizens.
Yeah, most
of the
definitely.
Kanye West tribe. Go take your time out. He needs to take like a 5-year time out.
At least 3 years.
Three is perfect.
Three is the minimum. Like, do at least, and when I say that, I just mean be out of the eye of the camera. Be out of the eye of the camera. Be out of
social media.
Yeah, so please stay out of social media. Please stay out of social media. But
because I'm scared, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me as a person that enjoys his music, I haven't been able to listen because of what I've been hearing and what I've been seeing. And that last video, the video that he just dropped, where he was talking about killing Pete Davidson in the video, I was like, bro, this is too
So
deep.
I
It's too deep.
I hadn't seen the video, but I've heard the song, and I just, I mean, I like the song, but I mean, I like it because it sounds good until we start talking about God save me so I can kick Pete Davidson's ass. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? One thing we know Kanye knows how to do is how to make music and make the music make money. Kanye knows how to keep the camera on him, but also something else from the documentary. He's the dude that was shooting the documentary was like, Kanye, West, Yeezy, yeah, these are characters now. These are people. These are who people expect. They expect to see Kanye be crazy. That's what they came to see. You know what I'm saying? They
Crazy
came to
sells
see
tickets.
if they're gonna. You came to see if Kanye gonna be Kanye. Like,
Crazy sells tickets.
right. I would be lying if I told you I went to this Kanye West concert and I wasn't expecting a rant. Like, I want to be there. I want to be like, y'all, this motherfucker's really out here going crazy. So I can
Yeah.
say I was a part of that. So that's my piece of, I want my piece of Kanye. You know what
I'm
I'm
just
saying? So
now
go ahead.
we can go on and on about Kanye West.
Most definitely we can.
So let's get to Scooby.
Scooby.
Scooby, tell people a little bit more about you.
Okay. First off, my name is Jeremy Houston, also known as Scooby, aka the Wild Man Scoob. Uh, I'm a comedian, been in the game over 10 years. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
even.
I just started being a little more well traveled within the last 2, 3 years.
Hmm.
Uh, I can officially say I'm nationally known, and I haven't toured anywhere, but I have done places in California, Texas, Mississippi, Arkansas, Georgia. Working on. I've been invited to other places, but COVID slowed it down. So
Give it time. It's slowly
oh
opening
yeah,
back.
it's
Coming.
it's it's coming back. Um, man, just a father that just wants to make sure that I give the opportunity for people to laugh at any point in time. Uh, Hard working, man. Like I'm out to get it. And I want everybody to have a good time while I'm out getting it as well.
Got that. Got that. So when you are not on stage making people laugh, what do you do for fun?
Watch wrestling. uh, uh, I watch wrestling. Um, I just started back reading comic book. I'm a nerd, dog.
Ain't
I'm a
nothing wrong
nerd.
with being a nerd. Because I was
Uh,
going to ask you, the first question I was going to ask you, since you said that, today is the Undertaker's birthday.
I do, I do. Uh, so I wrestling is a big part of not my day, but just watching wrestling. I watch a lot of trash TV too.
Mm.
The ratchet reality TV shows.
Ain't nothing wrong with Ratchet TV. We from the Ratchet
Uh,
City, so serves
you
us right.
already know. What else? The other man at the house. That's I'm a cannabis connoisseur. Uh, so yeah, I'm an advocate of cannabis. Um, I do have my medicinal information. So
Again, salute.
uh, I'm not a I'm not a fashionista, but I like fashion. I'm in the like checking out, what's popping, what's new. I'm not gonna say I'm edgy when it comes to fashion because I'm very plain Jane when I wear what I wear. But
Mhm.
I don't I like looking into the new and inspiring stuff. Like I don't mind the flash.
You know what though? I've seen you out, and you be pulled together nice.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Now, what I will tell you is one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look good.
Yeah, don't
I'm gonna
be
tell you that.
modest. Like you dress,
Yeah,
like you can dress. Like
I'm I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna just go ahead and
yeah,
tell you, I'm gonna look good. Uh, but I'm not a label whore, even though I do like labels. I just I just can't afford them. I just
because I'm about that was the next thing I was gonna say. It's expensive to be a label whore.
I see. I'm not a label whore. Now don't get me wrong. I know a few people that can pull a few strings, but uh-uh. I don't live that lifestyle. I do not. I don't play them games.
Look, let me just say this for anybody watching my show tonight. Don't be stalking this man talking about can you pull a string to get me a Louis
Uh
Vuitton
no.
or Gucci.
Cause I ain't gonna do it. Cause I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Cause if I pull a string for you, by the time I need a string pulled for me, they're gonna be like, nah, you used that card. You
You
used that
used
card
to.
2 months ago. You remember that Louis Vuitton purse you got? You know what I'm saying? You remember that Versace you got? Yeah, you should have got that for you.
Say that for special times.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna step out in some high end one day.
Ain't
You
no
know,
wrong with it. Crawl before
one
you
day.
walk. Crawl before you walk.
You better know it.
Okay, so the next question is what inspired you to be a comedian?
So what inspired me to be a comedian? So I've always kind of been a funny person. But what really made me want to try to be a comedian was I was at a comedy show at a college, and there was this guy up there, and he was horrible. He was horrible. I'm talking about the worst thing ever. And I was like, dang, I know I could do it. He got paid for this. Like I saw after the show, I saw him get paid, and I was like, I know I could. I know I could do this. Like I know I could do this. But that's
Yeah.
not even how. That's still not even how I started. But it made me. It made me think that okay, maybe I could try it. I accidentally got tricked into it. I was asked to. Me and a couple of my college buddies. We used to hang out in the caf and stuff, and just joke around with other people. And one of my homegirls was like, "Hey, y'all think y'all can do this in front of a bigger group of people?" And I was like, "Yeah, we can go for it." And she gave us the information for the guy we need to contact. We contacted him. Everybody agreed on the date, but everybody else got busy except me.
Hmm.
So when he invited me to, it was at the Funny Bone at the time downtown, and I wasn't even paying attention that it was at the Funny Bone. He was just like, "Meet me at the boardwalk. I'll call you when I get there." And I'm like, "All right, cool." Got to the boardwalk, and he was like, he was like, "Meet me up here." I met him up there, and then he was like, "All right, just come on in. I got you. You good? You go by Scooby, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I'm sitting down. Everybody walking in, having a good time, laughing, joking, getting their drinks. And they're like, "All right, Bossier City, you ready for your open mic tonight?" And everybody's like, "Yeah!" All right, so the host comes out and he tells a few jokes and he's like, "Y'all ready for y'all first contestant?" And everybody's like, "Yeah!" And he's like, "Y'all give it up. This is the first time this guy ever came on stage. Y'all give it up for Scooby." And I was like, "Oh shit. Oh shit." So I get up there. I actually win the competition that night. And it was my first time. I mean, I don't think it was much of a competition there, but whatever. Uh, that night, so I ended up winning, and I just kept going back, man. And the more laughs I got, I was like, okay, this is fun. I like doing this. So that's kind of how that happened. But I've always been
Okay.
a big fan of comedy. So
I just did my first open mic night last week.
no, it wasn't last week.
Last week I just did my first open mic night. I was
Where at?
terrified. Terrified.
At
Absolutely
Words
terrified.
Over Latte?
No, not words of a latte. No, that was that Monday. Wednesday I did my first open mic night for
When did you
comedy.
do your? Where?
That was an open mic night at Central Station.
Ah, my boy Glenn runs that.
I was.
Did you go up drunk?
I actually got a little tipsy, which was good. It helped.
Yeah, Glenn was hosting it, big white guy.
Uh-huh. You know
That's
what?
my that's my boy.
One thing I learned really quick and really fast. I'm too damn nice to be a comedian.
How you figure?
I couldn't be an asshole. I have to be mad to be an asshole to people. I can't be
You don't
nice
you don't
and
have to
drunk
be an
and
asshole to
talk
people.
shit. I didn't know how to. They had like a roasting battle
Oh no.
that I was just
See, I don't
like,
I don't do stuff like that. I don't that ain't me. I'd rather
I
you
was,
roast me than me try to roast you.
and God knows I tried, but I was so tipsy that I laughed through the whole damn thing. Like Facebook wouldn't let me post the videos because there was so much cursing in the shit. But it was so funny that I was just on the side laughing. Like they roasted my ass, but I was like, I
I
can't go in on this dude.
I've been meaning to go to open mic at Central. Excuse me.
Yeah,
But I keep forgetting though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It
it.
might be the short term memory loss.
I was gonna go last night, but I was so just tired. I was like, I'll go next week because I'm coming back. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do it again.
So we're gonna go next week. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm going back. I'm gonna try
Make
it
sure
again.
make sure you text me so I make sure I go.
Yeah, and I can't think of his name. He was just on my show a couple of weeks ago. I gotta try and figure out what his name is. I gotta thank him because he was the person that talked me into it. He's also a comedian who just did the show. I want to say maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Clyde.
Oh,
Clyde.
Clyde Williams.
Clyde talked me
Clyde.
into, and the way that I tried to get out of it because the first time he asked, I was like, yeah, I'll come, and I kind of talked my way out. But when he did the show, he's like, so you gonna do it again? You gonna do some stand up? I
Oh,
was like,
Clyde. Clyde. Okay, so for all that don't know, Clyde is a wonderful heart with a cane,
yeah.
and he knows how to corner you metaphorically.
Ooh.
He knows how to corner you metaphorically, and he'll make you him. I done seen Clyde muscle some people into doing comedy, and they done well. So you know it's you're surrounded by good people. Clyde, Glenn, those are like
Yeah.
some of my best friends in comedy. Like Clyde is actually going to be on one of my shows in May. In May, I think. I think I got a show with Clyde going to be on it. My first Sunday show
Keep
in
keep
May.
me posted. I'll come through.
Most definitely.
I'll come through. And Serena Barrett, she is watching right now. Serena, she was
Pearl.
actually at that first at my open mic night that I did at Central Station. Man, that was absolutely crazy.
Pearl's hilarious.
Pearl, yeah. Uh,
Pearl's funny too.
oh, she is hilarious.
Yeah.
She's hilarious as shit. She was doing live last night on her Instagram, and I was killing myself. Like,
She took and she's been doing it not long.
mhm.
Like she took to it like a fish with water.
Oh yeah,
Like
she's a natural. She is a
yeah.
natural. And she was there when I did the open mic night at Words of a Latte too. That was my first time
Mm-hmm.
getting on stage. Both that same week, I got on stage on Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh,
Both
see,
first times.
Words Over Latte is a really good crowd when you're trying to learn how to do what you need to do. Now,
Mhm.
also, Words Over Latte will spoil you because they have the thing called respect the mic, and in comedy, there's no thing called respect the mic. Like, if you funny, they gonna fuck with you sometimes. If you not funny, they gonna fuck with you sometimes. But you have to learn how to handle yourself on stage. Like you said, that roasting stuff, and you was like, nah, I just ain't that person. So I'm not that person either, but you have to learn how to handle heckling sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes, just sometimes when I get on stage and you give me a problem, I might not actually have anything to say to you for real, but I'm gonna make you think I got something to say to you, and I'll deflect it like, hey, I got the mic. Don't make me come to you. Don't make me do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole time I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just like, And I'm thinking to myself, please don't make me have to say nothing to them. Please don't. So
Has
uh,
it ever happened where you had to?
I have, but it's never gotten out of control.
Yeah.
Like I'm, I'll be like, hey man, cut that man off, or stop talking to me, or I'll be like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know.
Because
But see, and I
y'all got
say,
a tough job. That's a
yeah,
tough job.
yeah, and see, you have to learn how to demand demand the stage. You know what I'm saying? And command the stage. When you get up there, I got a mic. I'm in charge. You need to listen to me. The reason why you came was to hear me talk. You know, even if it's not me specifically, you came to hear somebody hold the microphone and say something. You need to
Hmm.
respect that. And if you don't want to respect it, I'll find a way to make you at least be quiet. That goes good sometimes. And then sometimes that doesn't go well. You know, uh, you have to learn how to be nice, nasty. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I got a homeboy that anytime he gets on stage, I'm scared because I know he gonna piss somebody off. Like, like I have to tell him, hey, don't piss nobody off. Don't piss nobody. Don't call nobody out their name. And he like, well, what if they acting like a bitch? And I'm like, don't call them a bitch though. Like, it's until somebody brings it to you, you don't realize so much that goes on stage. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It is, you literally have to be a stage general commanding what's going on right here, and you have to know when to let this joke go a little longer, or when to cut this one off, or don't go right into your next joke. Give them the time, enough time to laugh. So if you started talking and they still laughing, you might be in the middle of your joke and they don't know where you at now
Hmm.
because they were still laughing. You know, and then sometimes you just got to sit back and be like, God damn, that was funny to me. Let me laugh at myself. And because I've told a joke and then nobody laughed. And I said, fuck y'all, that was funny to me. And then they laugh at that. I got to laugh regardless.
Right.
I
One
got to
thing
laugh
I
regardless.
did, one thing I did do my first time to do this, I went up there and I winged it.
Oh, yeah. That
I just
used
went
to
up there.
be, that used to be my thing.
Mm.
But since I've gotten older, and that doesn't always work. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. You just started, go ahead and wing it all you want. remember some of that stuff though. And when you remember it, go home, take it home and practice it and go over it and make it not wing the material.
Yeah.
Like on stage, sometimes anything can happen. So I can get up on stage and I have an interaction with a person on stage and we have the best time within those 30, 45 seconds. And then I can go home and watch that and I can be like, you know what? I can work that into something. I know what response to do. I can make this actually into a joke. And that's one of the beautiful things about comedy. Like you don't know what's gonna happen sometimes. Like
Yeah.
there's there have been times where I'm like, I am about to shit the bed all over this show. I know this is about to be a bad show. Oh God, I'm so scared. Then you get up there and the crowd is nothing like you expect, and they all on your side. And you like,
Hmm.
oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about giving your all every time you get up
Yeah. They what Glenn them did, Glenn came to me right before the show started. And Glenn actually helps let me select how people were going to go on stage. So some people were pissed off at me because they got picked. I ain't gonna say they were pissed off, but they were like, "Who's responsible for this?"
there. It'd be like,
And
I
I
mean,
was
but
like, "Thank
that's
me."
how that's how it is. What we used to do, we used to get everybody to put their name on the list, and we don't, you know, everybody goes. It's 10 slots. They put out 10 names on the list, but we don't put numbers on the list.
Hmm.
So when we get up, Joe Schmo. Well, Joe Schmo wasn't number one. We didn't say y'all was going in numerical order or how. No, we just get up there. Or what we used to do is we'll if it's 10 people, We'll put 10 numbers in a hat. You pull your number. You the first one to go up there. Unless it's somebody like, if it's somebody new, we normally always make the new people go first. we normally always make the new people go first. Like, so you technically wouldn't be new. So if there's somebody that came back after you, like to do it for the first time, you might catch a break. You might catch a break. You know what I'm saying? But if this your third time and you got seasoned people up there doing it, unless one of the seasoned guys is gonna be like, I'll go first, I'll kick it off, which does happen because sometimes they just want to say their shit and get on, or you know, see how the material works or whatnot, and they good to go.
Yeah, and another thing that I've learned too, like, because we're all artists in our own lanes,
Right.
I definitely see how there's a very big camaraderie amongst the comics. Y'all,
Yeah.
like, there are comics, y'all got y'all clique. Authors, we got our clique. Singers, they got they clique. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we really do respect our groups that we belong to. So like
Yep.
now, like I'm coming out of the Arthur group and I'm coming over here to the comedian group, and I'm like, you sure you want to jump over here to this quote?
Yeah. I mean, with me, I think as creatives, we all deal with the same struggles in some sense. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Now, of course, like minds will roll a little bit together. You know what I'm saying? But because we are creative, if the author wants to come over here to the comedians, well, maybe they're trying to write something comical and they need some help, or maybe the comedian might come over to the authors. Well, I have this sitcom I really want to do, or I need ideas, or but I don't know how to write it. Because honestly, if I took the daily shenanigans of my life, or just the shenanigans of my life personal, I know I can put at least a good 4 seasons of sitcoms. If we just start from like teenage, I I
not such a
know
bad thing.
I know I can get at least good 4 seasons. And if it's a drama, oh, if it's a drama, we might shoot. Listen, I might be on. How long was Grey's Anatomy? Grey's Anatomy still on. We might,
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Netflix, we might have a new pilot coming soon
Ah,
now. We're gonna speak that into existence.
you already know.
Okay, so the next question is, how did you decide when to establish yourself as a comedian?
Uh, Man, that's a good one. I've never that's a good one. Okay, so establish myself as I mm, I would like to say within the last past it's 2022. I would like to say within the last past 5 years. That's when I was just like, this is what I'm doing. Because I took a break for a while. When I said I've been in the game 10 years, that was off and on 10 years.
Mhm.
And when I initially started, I was wild. I wasn't doing it I had so many more opportunities than I realized looking back at it. And at that time, my support system, it wasn't what I needed. So when I walked away from comedy for a little bit, uh, it left a empty space. And I said, when I get back into comedy, I was gonna make sure that I wouldn't walk away from it again, be it because I was always putting someone before my dreams. If somebody had something going on, I want to make sure they were successful, even if it caused me to dim my light. And I just said in 2017, when I moved back to Shreveport, I said I wasn't doing it anymore. Be it if I was in a relationship, be it if it was a job, I was going to pursue comedy no matter what. Even if it was a small baby steps, my goal was to make sure that I gave myself a platform. I honestly wanted to make sure if I told my son that I want you to chase your dreams, and I don't want him. I don't want him to be able to say, "Well, Dad, you didn't chase yours." So I was at least trying to make sure that that I could follow through on that for him.
Got it. I like that. I like that. What is it? Walk it like you talk it.
Yeah, well, I yeah, because
Practice what you preach.
chasing
I like
dreams is
that.
hard. Yeah,
Oh
most
yeah.
definitely.
Yes,
Chasing dreams is hard.
I can definitely agree with you on that. I started doing this podcast on a whim. Like
Hmm.
if you've seen my other shows, this show started off as just something that I was doing just to promote my books and to promote my brand. And
Hmm.
from there, I started meeting all of y'all interesting fucking people that I never thought I was gonna meet. And it turned into, no, let's promote these people.
Well, so I saw your show maybe a month before I met you at Words Over Latte. So
Okay.
when you were like, I want you on my show, and I was like, you know me, and I was like, hell, that's all I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. You know, like anytime somebody comes to me, anytime somebody comes to me and they're like, hey man, I want to interview, or I like your style of work, or just anything, like, oh my God, I saw this video and you were hilarious. Anytime somebody does that, it's a blessing to my soul. Because
What
you
it
don't
is,
know who's watching you.
and that's it. What it is, I do a lot of research on people. Y'all would never know that I would be in the room watching y'all. You'd never know
I
that
know
I
I
would.
don't.
I literally be like Shayna D music. I had been coming to Words of Lattes off and on for
Hmm.
months, but y'all would only see me at certain times. But in those certain times, I was like, she gonna do my show. Watch what I tell y'all. She gonna do my show. And right when the time was right,
Yeah.
um, I'm a fan of people who are doing something positive and something creative, especially when it's black men and black women.
Most
We got to
definitely.
lift us up. So I spend a lot of time looking to lift people up, looking to lift their brands up. So I have been seeing your flyers just all over Facebook, all over Instagram. I was like, who in the fuck is this dude?
That's what's up. At least I know my money not going away.
Right. So when I walk in words, that wasn't the first time I had saw your words. It was a couple of times I had saw your words, and then I had never just said, okay, next time I see him, I ask him about the interview. So the last time I saw you, it's like, I want you to do my show. And when you said, yeah, I thought you was like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Nah,
Cause,
because I knew who you were.
and I didn't know that.
And
So,
just like I didn't know you knew who I was.
so it's weird how shit works because we don't necessarily know like who knows who in these
Right,
groups. The circles,
right,
because everyone practically knows each other, but we don't know each other.
right. Everybody
We
knows
know,
who everybody is, but don't nobody know nobody.
right? We know people in passing.
Right, yep.
Like the next time somebody asks me, you know, school, like, yeah, he Scooby did my show a couple of weeks ago. That's my
Yeah,
brother.
right, right. Yeah, I mean that's my boy. Yeah.
So that's pretty much how relationships work and what it is that we do. And I've learned that networking is a goddamn, that ain't no skill. That's a job.
It is definitely a job. It is definitely a job.
It's a
It is.
job. So
Yeah.
the next question is, how have your priorities changed since you started being a comedian?
Oh, and business wise, it made me actually have to value what I do. Like it made me respect my time. It made me respect others' time. Uh, it definitely made me respect their money, because if you call me and say I need you to do 45 minutes, and I go there and I only give you 15 to 30 minutes, well, I didn't respect you, your time, or the money you gave me. You know what I'm saying? Prioritizing money. Now that I built I built my own website. Like I built my own, because I couldn't afford to pay all this money for all that other stuff. So I built my own website. My merchandise. I outsourced like designs and stuff, and I order all my own stuff. Initially, before I even started ordering my merchandise, I was creating my own merchandise.
Ain't
Like
no wrong with
I was going to Hobby Lobby buying the supplies, and I'm putting it together, and then I was like, okay, it got to be an easier way to do this to get exactly what I want. Anybody that know me knows I support the mental health awarenesses. I'm
hmm
an advocate for mental health awareness, and I started off with making these green hearts that had glitter all over them, and I went from that, and then I have the plastic heart pen. It's still a green heart, but it has my name on it, and it looks a whole lot better. Costs a little more too, but it's you like I was watching the evolution of my brand, and I'm
hmm
like, God. So when people tell me they're proud of me, I'm appreciative of that, but I'm also like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm working, like I'm working, but I also work to make people proud of me. Like, you know, every when I leave this terrestrial, when I leave here, I want the legacy of school being someone that was hardworking and just did right by people. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, when it comes to business, Scoop was a fair dude. Even if I didn't like what he did, he made sure it was all fair.
hmm
He took care of me. He handled business. Anytime I have a show, if I walk out with $0 and everybody walked out paid, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Uh,
humble situation, friend.
oh, bro, because I ain't making no money on these shows. I want y'all to know this.
Woo.
I want y'all to know this. I'm not making no money on these. These shows are definitely because I want to build a platform for my city and my funny friends. You know, I can show you the numbers. I can show you that I ain't making a dollar off this. I'm doing it. I was actually just saying the other day, I'd have more money if I didn't have the shows. But then I'd also have friends that's like, oh man, I want to do some comedy. Well, I have the position to put on a show. Why not do it? And then I still try to pay my friends. Well, I still pay my friends. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's on my show unless discussed already, and I say, hey, I ain't got no money for you. Unless I tell you I ain't got no money for you, everybody walks out with something in their pocket.
I like that. You have a holistic approach to what you're doing. That was another. I cannot think of the comedian who said it, but there was another comedian who did exactly what you just said. I don't remember if it was a male or a female, but they said that they had got offers. They were getting offers to do shows, and they would refuse them sometimes to lift other people up.
Mm-hmm. It,
And
it's
when
Yep. It's like if somebody called me and I can't or can do a show. If I can't do the show, I'll send somebody to you that can do the
hmm
show. Or expect like and because after a while you learn your worth, your value. So if somebody say, hey Scoob, I need this for this amount. And I say, oh, I can't do this for this amount. But you know what? I got somebody that can do that's the perfect person for that. I don't mind sending that person. And I don't even have to like you to do this.
hmm
Like
business,
you could be somebody I don't even like, but if I know you can get the job done, I'll send somebody your way. It's enough food for everybody to eat. It's
yeah.
enough food for everybody to eat.
Yeah. I respect that. I respect the fact that when, because who, I cannot call that other person's name, but whoever they were saying basically they did it a couple of times to people would say, nah, I want you to do it. You don't
So
have to hire other people. I want you to do it. I want to pay you to do it. And I was like, damn, because you kept passing up opportunities. They finally was like, no, we won't pay you what you want to do
so
it.
this is the best part about situations like that, and this is when people know you're a good person. Let's say you call me and you say, hey Scoob, I got this comedy show I'm gonna do in July. I need you to do this show. Yada yada yada. We're gonna do another show in November, but I need you to do this show in July. I said, I can't do this show in July, but hey, I got a guy. If you get the guy to do this show in July, I'll make sure I do the show for you in November.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'd be like, I'll do the show for you in July, but you got to let me bring my guy with me. And if you want me bad enough, you want me to be there, and I'm gonna say all I need to give him is 5-10 minutes. Okay, cool. You can work that 5-10 minutes in, or we'll find a way. Matter of fact, I'll cut 5-10 minutes off of my show to make sure they'll have that.
That's
and,
it.
And that's one of those comedic camaraderie things you were talking about. If I'm on a show and Glenn want to get on, if I can get Glenn on, and I'm doing 30 minutes, hey, you can give Glenn 10 of my minutes? Yeah, cool. Because I know when I put Glenn on, Glenn, he ain't going to shit on the stage. Or he might, I don't know. But if he do, oh well. oh well, I know, hey, I can't bring Glenn no more. But
in it, you know that it's worth more when you bring other people up with you versus you trying to go up by yourself.
Most definitely.
And that's why what I do here on Little Tea Time is so important, because like I was saying in the beginning, this started out as something for me to promote my books. And then what turned into a once a week show, like I was booking guests just once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that for like the first month I was booking people for once a week. After that, people's like, I can't do next week. How about this day? What turned into a once a week show turned into 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. Like this week, I'm working basically. After tomorrow, I don't have no more shows this week because that's how packed it is right now.
Yeah.
But in it, I'm learning that I'm pulling all of these other people up with me. Yep. Because it's not about me. It's about I need all 150 of these people to be seen. I need all 150 of these people's names to be known. Not just mine, but all of these people too. Y'all are helping me in a way where y'all are helping me pull my brand up with me pulling y'all brand up, with me pulling my brand up, with y'all name up. And so with shit like that, I respect the camaraderie among us just as artists and us as people and us as brands and entities, because now I'm beginning to see that what we're doing is way much bigger than us. We got to start getting ready for the next generation. We got to start the next generation that we can cooperate and we can work as people. And we ain't out here trying to hurt one another. We ain't out here trying to shoot and kill one another, but we trying to do something positive and constructive to create next generational wealth, to keep moving. So your mindset is perfect, bro. That mindset is gonna take you far.
Yeah, man. I tell people all the time, between Dallas and Atlanta, name of the city bigger than Shreveport. On I-20 alone, just on I-20. Name a city that's bigger than Shreveport. From Dallas to Atlanta, straight shot. You can't name one.
No. They can't.
You cannot. You cross over Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and then you run into Georgia. There's no other city bigger than Shreveport. Why people don't stop here? Why people are not entertained here? Why is this a passing place for entertainment? Why unless you're going to the boat? You know what I'm saying? I want people when they come to Shreveport and they think of comedy, I need to talk to Scooby. I need to talk to Scooby. Scooby, who's the funniest guys in Shreveport? Oh, that's my boy Pratt. Oh, that's my boy Glenn. Oh, that's my boy Jeremy Mans. That's Munchie. That's, you know what I'm saying? And when I am blessed with the opportunity to go other places, hey man, let me get your information so we can get you out here. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
Yeah. And even with that, because Shreveport, we have, and I just said this on another show to someone else, Shreveport, we have the potential to be as big as Dallas. We have the potential to be as big as Atlanta. Shit, we practically are Dallas in Atlanta.
I mean, I used to always say Dallas ain't nothing but a little Shreveport.
Dallas is another Shreveport because
Because
everybody from Shreveport
when
is
people
going
used
to
to
know.
holler about, I'm about to move, where you going? To Dallas. Oh, okay then.
Like,
Okay
I'll
then.
come to the mall and see you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't
Now with a
moving
little
down the
ratchet city.
street.
Yeah.
You
But
know
you know,
what?
I grew
Go
I
ahead.
grew to respect that though. I grew to
You-
respect that though. Like, cause I used to be like, oh, I ain't going to Dallas because Dallas ain't nothing but Shreveport, but it ain't. But we have
Hmm.
the potential to be a metropolitan like that though. You know,
Yeah,
uh, that's a whole nother podcast for a whole nother day.
that part.
But you know, with certain rules and regulations and some financial help and stuff like that, we can do that. If people get behind and support the things that we have in Shreveport, like things such as Words of a Latte, like that's a brand within itself. Like
Yes.
you cannot mention the poetry scene or the spoken word scene, uh, or even live music scene in Shreveport without saying, "Oh, Monday, the weekend stops on Monday," because
Right.
Words Over Latte. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
Kristen has done an amazing job with that, and as somebody that has recently gotten into putting on events, you know, I used to watch her work just putting her stuff together, and my hat goes off to her because doing this ain't easy. Now, don't get me wrong, I done got into a little flow to
Mhm.
where I don't have to stay on top of it so much, and now it's kind of cruise control where I can meet all my boxes real quick with what I need. But if it's something extra stuff, I got to work on it a whole lot harder. If I consistently have ideas about what to do to make it bigger, to make it better, so I don't just rest on my loyal. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
uh, I I always want what I'm doing to attract people to come to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's why I have the brunch comedy show every first Sunday. 15 $15 get you brunch comedy and a good time to party, and we have a good time.
Hmm.
Now the food come on time now, because initially when we first started, you know, we had some growing pains.
Yeah.
Food was showing up to 2 hours later, but we
Ooh,
fixed
now
it.
that's not good.
We fixed it. I'm talking about it was really more like a lunchtime, supper time comedy show with breakfast food.
I know that's right. But you know what? Like, I love that people, there's a perception of our city that people see on
Yo,
TV and hear on the radio. But if you're not from here and you're not involved in our community the way that we are involved, then yeah, of course you're going to have that perception.
yeah,
Now, I feel like at the end of the day, as artists and as entrepreneurs and what we do, we have a responsibility to turn our city around. Slowly, we're playing just a small piece in the puzzle of turning our city around. I said
mm-hmm.
it's I'm not such a big fan of Bobby Jindal, and we ain't here to talk about politics.
Oh
But
Lord, Karush.
it wasn't us that created this mess.
It wasn't. And then my boy bounced. Boy, about to say, you know what? Y'all can have a little boot state. He said, I'm going to Florida.
I'm just saying it wasn't us that created this mess. But in it, we're in the space of okay, yeah, we didn't create this mess, but what can we do to at least salvage it?
Right,
We can't for 100% fix it, but how can we salvage it? What band-aids can we put on it?
right. And
And
how fast can we fix whatever
right,
to come to some form of resolution or repair? You know what
right.
I'm saying?
And like I respect to see people like us. Like I know we can't be everywhere to fix everything, and we can't go out there in the streets and stop the gang violence. We can't go out there and stop these folks from shooting at each other. We can't go out there and stop that. But what can we do to try and just put a dent in it?
Yeah.
I think that's what we need to kind of try and come up with solutions with, because I know right now it's a shootout happening right now somewhere.
Timmy Lane gonna be on it in just a minute.
He don't miss a thing.
Timmy Lane gonna be on it. Whatever it is, news at its best. You gonna see that alert. Listen here, cause the one thing about Shreveport, we love us some Timmy Lane. You know what I'm saying? We wanna. I know KSLA said something, but did Timmy know what's going on? Timmy know what's going on.
Right. And that's like, I totally support what Timmy does. Totally support it. But one thing that I've learned with what I'm doing now with A Little Tea Time is, because my show is a positive show and I'm here to celebrate us and uplift us. I already realized and I've already took that I'm not going to get a lot of followers. I'm not going to get a lot of views. I'm not going to get a lot of supporters. But in it, I understand what my goal is. I understand what my mission is. It's not about likes. It's not about views. It's not about goals. My number one goal is to get my guests on my show and let my guests be them and do them, and let y'all be the person that y'all need to be, so people can understand, okay, this person comes from where I come from. They grinding like I'm grinding. They hustle just like my hustle.
Man, you like we were saying earlier, you never know who's watching, man. You never know who's watching, because I was doing a show one night, and I didn't even feel at my best at that show. But I mean, I knew my jokes, I knew my material was gonna work. My material was gonna work. And you know, a dude walked up to me after the show, man. And I give a mental health awareness spiel at the end of my show. And he walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, I deal with mental health mental health issues as well. And I am so glad I ran into you, because I didn't know what I was gonna do tonight." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, man. Like, I'm so glad I ran into this show."
You stayed alive.
Right. And even if it's not to that extreme to where, you know, I'm saving a life, but if somebody was just having a bad day and I made them forget about whatever that one moment was that was killing their day, I felt like I've done my job, because everybody ain't gonna like you. everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna think you're funny. It's people right now that will tell you I'm the funniest thing walking, and then there's people that'll be like, "I don't even see why he called himself a comedian." You know what I'm saying? So, like my boy Kevin Gates said, go where you celebrate and not tolerate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay there.
Love that. So we got a few more questions. What challenges did you overcome on your journey to being a comedian?
Mental health. Like that was one of my goals when I came back, to make sure that you want to make sure you're in a good, safe space, and expressing, no matter what you are or what you're doing. Life is too short, and everything you're going through, try to find some silver lining in it. Get some help. You know, like it's easy for me to get on stage to tell jokes and express myself and deal with my mental issues, versus somebody that has stage fright, or they just don't talk or something. I found my outlet. You know, there are many other ways. And if you don't have an outlet, hell, go get a therapist, a counselor, something. And understanding that everybody is not going to support you and everybody ain't happy for you. Those are some of and people are jealous. Me personally, I don't think I have anything to be jealous of. I have a beautiful family, and other people have beautiful families. I have a drivable vehicle. I have a job. You know, I don't live
Good.
above my means. Yeah, I don't live above my means.
You
My my
know,
my prized possession is my MacBook. My prized possession is and I love to stay with my heart, so I don't have anything anybody can't obtain. You know what I'm saying? So
right. You know what? What you just said just hit home. Now, I'm not gonna call this person's name, but
don't call
this
them.
person. No, I'm not gonna call that because I can be real shitty and real petty and do it. But
Don't do it.
they just said this. They just said some exact words to my face and told me that they were jealous of me. And I was like, what?
Man, so I used to tell. So one of my comedic partners that I do some creative content with, he worked with one of my mentors. Well, him and my mentor are type buddies. And I was like, man, when y'all was touring and doing all this stuff, I said I was so jealous of y'all, but I wasn't really jealous. I was just like, damn, I wish I could have been there. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
wish I could be. I wasn't jealous. I took that and I was like, I can't wait to be there.
Yeah.
I just got to do the work. I got to do the work. I got to put the grind because I just came in on the back end of their success. You know what I'm saying? When I started doing comedy, they had already been 7, 8 years in the game, 10 years in the game, and then here I come, and I'm moving with this well-oiled machine, and then when they take it to the next level, it became a lot of different industry and stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
want to bring the whole team when you first get on. That's what you want to do, and you want to bring the whole team, but they tell you, they can't come. They got to stay there, and they got to find their way up here too. You know what I'm saying? Or what can happen is you find a way to make it. At that time, they couldn't have brought me on anyway. I wasn't as nearly as skilled as I am now. Like if you would have left me on stage for 20 minutes then, oh yeah, they probably would have been throwing tomatoes at me. But we're gonna thank God for growth.
Amen.
We're gonna thank
Amen.
God for growth.
So I got two last questions, and then we're gonna move on to candy or corn. What strategies did you use first to market your business?
uh, so I go by the Wild Man Scoob, and uh, I like. I've always loved my nickname. I've always loved my nickname, Scooby. So I used to put it on everything, everything. And if you notice now, everything I have is the Wild Man Scoob, whatever it is.
Mm.
My iPhone, the name of my iPhone is the Wild Man Scoob Pro Max. My MacBook is called the Wild Man Scoob MacBook. My website is thewildmanscoob.com. Like, if you don't know anything else, you know the Wild Man Scoob. If you don't know nothing else, and if I burn that in your brain, Scooby, you must be talking about the Wild Man Scoob. The Wild Man Scoob. Or even when I was doing the chest and chain thing, the summer coming up, so y'all gonna see the chest and chain a whole lot more. Just get ready for it. And I was doing it so much, and I was building that brand, and I was doing it because it was fun. You know what I'm saying? I always want to walk around with my chest out. Cause I got titties. I don't have no muscles, but I once I quit caring about that, and I was just like, this is what I'm about to do. The brand literally built itself.
Right.
So the chest and chain. That's another part of the Wild Man School that'll be working. Wine Zaddy, like all that stuff that's put together that I've created that's in the back of my head. Those are all segments of themselves that are brands that people know me as just because I just kept doing it, and that's all. Wine. We about to do wine. I used to have my little DJ equipment stuff, and I'm not a DJ, but I like to play with it. So if I'm having me a glass of wine and I want to play some music, I'm about to hop on Facebook and you about to be in Wine Zaddy Lounge, and I'm about to play this music. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
When we were doing the podcast, it was the Chest and Chain podcast, and it was the Chest and Chain podcast this and Chest and Chain podcast this, and you know, my Chainiacs and all that stuff. Like it was whatever it was, I made sure I was selling you what it was. Like
That's it.
why would you not want to be a part of Chest and Chain and not be a Chainiac? Why would you not want to be a Chainiac?
Right.
Why? We
Right.
have so much fun.
Right.
It's a lot of the brand that was believing in it yourself and just being true to who it was.
You know what? That sound like Oprah. They hated her name, and then she just put her name on everything. Now you
No,
can't go without seeing Oprah's name on every
no.
damn thing.
I put
Great
I
strategy.
yeah. Like, and if you don't see my picture, I promise you that green heart with the that broken green heart is gonna be there. Like my flyer now, I'm not on that flyer at all. But my name on the flyer, and then at the top it says Wild Man Media presents, and
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you you make it DNA. You make it DNA. You pump it through the blood life of your business and the things you believe in. And it's not people's job to understand your dream, but it's my job to show you it. So uh you just you pump that in the DNA of your livelihood and your brand, and it and staying true to yourself, it'll do it for you. I don't try to be nobody else but school.
That's it. Okay, two more questions. How do you define success?
Oh man. When I oh shoot when I how do I define success? You know what? Uh, Success is when you are accomplishing, to me, the things that you want to do. I already consider myself successful because the things that I've planned on doing, I've done them. Now, the thing about that is, after you successfully do those things, if you are happy with those things you've done, you just elevate those ideas. So, if I think selling a 50 member show, if I can sell 50 tickets, that makes my show successful. Cool. After I sell those 50 tickets, let's double that. And now success is 100 tickets. Okay, cool. Let's double that. Now success is 200 tickets. Success is building your own brand, building your own website, and then in the process of building your own website, somebody says, "Oh, I like that. Let me give you some money to do that as well." Okay, well, I didn't ask for this money, but it came to me. That's success. When people just, "Hey, I need you to do this for me because I don't want to do it." Okay, cool. That's success to me. One of my dreams was to be on the radio. I've done it twice now. Uh, it's now okay. How do you get your own show on the radio? How do you become syndicated? How do you become a DJ? Those things, because people in those markets. See what you need to do. See if you can do that. And when I'm ready to try to take on those things, I'll try to do that. I mean, being a radio personality isn't the number one goal right now, but it's definitely still something I wanna pursue.
I see that. I can see that. You have a gift in itself.
I appreciate that.
So, final question. What's the best advice you can give someone thinking about starting a business or pursuing their dreams?
Uh, do it. Uh, if it's something you sincerely believe in, do it. Do not let anyone tell you no. Uh, Pursue it. It ain't gonna be easy. Matter of fact, if it's too easy, you might want to run. Because talent only gets you so far. Hard work is what's gonna push you. I know a lot of comedians that aren't that funny, but they stay consistent with work because their hard work pays. Matter of fact, the same dude I told you that was horrible, he has moved from two different states, and uh, he's moved from two different states, and in every state he's been in, he's always hosted some form of comedy show. If it's just an open mic, and I don't know.
He
Hard work. The boy got hustle.
That's it. He the truth.
The boy got hustle. Now, when I tell you he ain't funny, he ain't funny. But it is what it is.
It is what it
Oh,
is. So before we move on to candy or corn, is
candy
there
or corn.
any dream comedian that you would love to work with? If you had to choose like
Oh,
the top five.
that I would love to work with. Roy. Roy. God dog it. Roy. It's not Roy Jones. Roy. Roy Jr. I can't remember what his last name is. Him. Uh, he does a lot of political content. With Trevor Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Dion Cole. I don't really want to work with. You said 5, right?
Just if you could get to your top five, hey,
Are you asking who are my top 5 or like who would
that
I
you
would
would
like to
love
work
to
with?
work with.
Oh, that I love to work with. Definitely Dion Cole. And whatever Roy's last name is. It's gonna bother me. Hold on, I gotta find it.
Cause I started looking while you were saying it. I'm trying to Google.
Roy. Hold on. Roy Wood Jr.
Gotcha.
Roy Wood
Oh
Jr.
yeah, he is funny.
Yeah, Roy Wood Jr. Uh, Dion Cole, D. Ray,
D-Ray Davis.
Davis, David Allen Greer, and Tommy Davidson Jr.
Okay, so I gotta ask you this. I know we done with your interview, but I'm still gonna ask you questions. Did you grow up watching The Living Color?
Man,
Rhetorical
when I
question.
tell
Got it.
David Allen Greer, I just tweeted the other day that David Allen Greer is a comedic gem that we all underappreciate, and he liked it. And I was like, oh, I'm famous. You can't tell me I'm not famous. Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg.
That's my auntie Whippy. I watch her on the view every morning.
Well, it's a more. One of my homeboys right now that I actually do work with, Trey Mack. I don't know if you ever seen Trey Mack, but seeing Trey Mack is literally watching greatness happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you ever seen somebody and was like, that guy's gonna be really special? Like, I know he's gonna do something. That's Trey. That's what it's like when I watch Trey Mack.
I think at a club that he did a show in one night.
Probably so.
It was on Lake Street.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I was there that night. I think you did. You was on stage that night too. That night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was the
okay. So
doorman. I was the doorman taking the money and giving people they wristbands to
you were
which I did.
outside. You were outside of the. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
now hold on, wait. So was that the one for the Shreveport Chamber, a commerce
Yeah,
show? Okay,
yes.
that was a good show. That
That
was
was
a
a
good
great
show.
show. We was
That
at
was
that
yeah. That was it.
cranking
They
up.
they were that was the show that I started doing my one of my things, and the woman started throwing money on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
I was down there praying, and the woman opened up the floodgates of heaven on me. So did. And
See,
then
that's
the other woman was drunk.
Yes.
that was messing with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you done been around. You done been around.
See, that's why I said
You
I was doing my research.
yeah. You done seen your boy get down. You done seen
So
yeah.
I was sitting back like, oh, he got to do my show. And this is before I even started doing a little tea time.
Right. That's a man. You never know who watching.
Right.
You never
It,
know. You
it,
never know who watching.
it was absolutely crazy. I joined the chamber because of what I do with my business. And so I
Mm-hmm.
started just volunteering my time just to be more involved in what they were doing. And shout out to everybody at the chamber, the African American Chamber of Commerce. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Volunteered my time. And that week, I was helping them paint the mural that they were painting in Allendale. And
Mm-hmm.
then I was like, I just said, I'll do it. I'll do it. I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna be at home. I'll
I
come.
need I need to join. I just filed for my LLC and everything.
Go for it.
So
It was absolutely crazy. I was like, I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go. I came because I wanted to be there in the room. But once we were there in the room and then the show started, I said, "Oh shit, I'm in."
yeah,
We spent more time laughing than we were paying attention to people coming in, which we were paying attention because it was two of us. But we was like, "They
yeah.
funny." Like we stayed the entire show. I think I stayed through the entire show. Because I think Trey Mack was like, wasn't he either the
He was a host.
okay? So he was there the
No,
entire
no,
night.
no, no, no. Trey ended the show. Prelo
Yeah,
hosted. Prelo hosted. Yeah,
it was bananas.
yeah. That was
It was
another good show.
bananas. That shit was bananas. I said, oh yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know how to do it, but they got it. It's absolutely crazy. So
man. Listen here.
that started getting the ball rolling on. I want him to do my show. That's what got the ball rolling for me to get you on my show. And then I would start seeing your flyers around, and then I was like, let me go hit the World Over Lattes and just start checking out the scene over there. And that's how I got,
Mm-hmm.
like, there have been multiple people who have done Words Over Lattes that have done this show.
Yeah, yeah.
So Words Over Lattes has been a mecca for a little
Yep.
tea time. Um, but I digress because we kind of going somewhere else.
It's yeah. Listen. I can do this for hours and hours.
See, you can, 'cause you got your drink and you feel it. But
Yeah.
we're gonna get into candy or corn. I'm gonna ask you a question about a specific candy. If you would eat the candy, you would say candy. If you would not eat the candy, you would say corn.
Okay.
All right. So the first candy is Gobstopper.
Corn.
All right. The next candy is 100 grand.
Candy.
Um, Candy corn.
Corn. Corn. Corn. Corn. Corn. Corn. Corn. Corn. Corn. Corn. Unless, hold on. Unless, hear me out. So, candy corn came out with this caramel apple like candy corn. It only comes out during like right around Thanksgiving. And of
Mhm.
course, I'm not a candy corn eater at all. I just, oh my God, like you might as well eat a box of crayons. But that candy corn, it, oh, it was like honey, caramel. Like all I needed was some whiskey to go with it. Oh, it
Yeah.
was like, it was so good. I eat that. But just regular orange, yellow, white candy corn, give me a box of crayons. I eat that.
Gotcha. So the next candy is
You
Rolo.
like candy corn? You're not safe. What you said? What was that?
Rolo. Because I just got that. You said
What was
you
the
eat
candy?
candy corn, you're not safe. That's you got me, bro. You got me. The next candy is Rolo.
Candy.
All right. Heath Bar.
I'm gonna say candy because I heard it was good. I never because my hold on, don't judge me. Because when I was little, I used to read and I thought it said health. And I was like, I don't want no healthy ass candy. But I heard it was good. So I'm gonna go with candy. I tried.
Okay, Mike and Ike's.
Definitely candy, especially if it's the blue or the purple box. Yeah, yeah.
Super One. They keep them. They keep them on the shelf at Super One.
Appreciate that.
That's just a
I just
just
love Super
a tip.
One.
Just a tip.
I,
Next candy is Mounds.
corn.
All right, Almond Joy.
Almond, mound, corn. Shit.
Gotcha. The next candy is Chunky.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a chocolate covered raisin.
Is it anything like Raisinets?
Yep.
Give it to me. Candy.
Okay, you the first. You're the first.
I like Raisinets though, so
Okay. You're the first
Raisinets and some
one to
popcorn.
take candy for the Chunky. Gotcha. And the final candy is
It's
Swedish
something good.
fish.
Man, hell no. Get your can. I'm pretty sure they taste good, but like it's only
No,
one
they
flavor.
don't. No, they don't. They
Oh,
taste
they
like
don't?
candy from hell. I call
Oh,
them the gummy bears from hell. They taste horrible.
I'm not surprised it's only one flavor. Like,
Yeah.
so me and my creative partner I was telling you about, we actually have this thing we call Undisputed, where we it's a food debate basically,
Mm-hmm.
where we'll be like try or why. Like one of the, if you go check out my Instagram at the Wild Man School, just in case you wanted to find that.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna
They
get
have
into it.
like pop pork chops fried in orange juice. Like, and we like try or why. First off, we don't even want to discuss that. Why the hell would you do that anyway? So
That just
I
sounds
I
something
can do,
important.
I can do food debates all day for
I'm
hours
with
and
that.
hours.
I'm with that.
I
Y'all do a food
I
debate, holler at your boy. I'm with that.
we Hey man, believe it or not, we already do them. We shoot them here, but we're actually about to try to start a live show with it. So it's in the works. It's in the works.
But no, holler at your boy.
You
I'll
got
come
it.
through, bring my energy to the room, and I'll see
Most
what I can
definitely.
bring to the table.
Bring your energy and your viewers.
That part, I can definitely bring that.
Yeah, bring your energy and the viewers.
So I'm gonna ask you one final question. I am thinking about changing one of my candies in this game. Which candy should I lose, and what candy should I replace it with?
Uh, either the uh either the Mounds or Almond Joy, and replace it with Fast Break by Reese's.
Got
And
it.
that's my favoriteest candy bar in the whole wide world.
Okay.
Just
See,
in
I'm
case,
adding to my list.
just in
I
case
got it.
anybody in the world was listening and they want to buy me some. I
Hey,
love Fast Breaks.
hey. No, I recommend endorsement deals.
Yeah, hey, listen here, somebody Reese's.
I'm
Hell,
thinking.
I like whatever. If the check clear, I like whatever damn candy you want me to like.
I'm just saying. I
Shit.
like endorsements, people.
You know what I'm saying? I bet y'all like them sweetest ass redfish and if they
I
check
eat the
right,
shit out of them.
right, I'm gonna be like,
And when the
Throw that
camera
shit
go
right on
off,
up. Throw that shit right on up. I ain't
like,
never
hey,
had it though, so I don't.
I'll tell them, look, did that check clear? That check
Right,
clear?
did the check clear. Matter of fact, y'all can just send it to me in cash.
Cash.
We ain't even got to worry about no check.
Because if that money comes sitting on the table, look, I'll eat these motherfuckers fresh out the goddamn refinery. You ain't got to put them in the pack.
Don't even put them in the pack. Just put them in a little Ziploc bag. We gonna have them right here.
We're going to eat these right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Right. We just put them in a bowl. We gonna eat them right. I'm gonna eat them during the show, just to let y'all know.
Hey, y'all better get into these Swedish fish.
Y'all better get these Swedish fish. Somebody give me some mouthwash. This
Please.
shit is disgusting.
And
Somebody
bring me a
please give me
bottle
some
of
mouthwash.
tequila. I'm going to need a shot.
Right. Oh Lord.
I'm gonna need a shout out to this one. But Scoob, Jeremy, Mr. Houston, I gotta thank you for coming through. This has been an experience. This has
the Wild
definitely,
Man Scoob experience, bro. That's what we do.
yes, sir. I have definitely enjoyed your energy tonight. I definitely would love to have you back on a little tea time if you're open to that. Definitely are welcome to come back. And
Just
if you
let me
have
know, bro.
any events that you are planning, that you are hosting, please share with me. I will share them to my page. I will promote them on the show to kind of
Most
get you
definitely.
more flow. And just hang out with me. I'm about to close out the show.
I
So
got you.
everybody, I want y'all to get over to Saucy Sonya Spices and use that coupon code GoodEatsJerry and receive 5% off of y'all purchases when y'all shop at Saucy Sonya Spices. I did post a video up on my Facebook. If y'all have not seen it yet, y'all gonna have to go back and catch it after the show. But definitely would love for y'all to check out and shop with SaucySonyaSpices.com. And remember, receive 5% off of your purchase when you use Good Eats Jerry for your coupon code. Gotta get everybody over to Agora Borealis. It's at 421 Lake Street. Get out there and check out my books that are available in the store. Y'all, I literally do not have any more books to use to promote because all of my books are now in the store. So y'all get out to Agora Borealis and check out the Coming Full Circle series, my books of poetry, The Confessions of a Conceited Drama King, and Catching Up with Me. Also, check out my TikTok at DJariusDion and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Jarek A King Among Men Thomas. Gotta send a shout out to Bigelow Perfect Peach for the tea that is in the cup tonight. I'm literally about to take this final sip in a minute. And I need y'all to remember the quote of the week: opportunities knocking, you matter. Let's build and go higher, Shreveport. And remember, as I say after every single show, remember to be great on purpose and not by accident. The future is now. I am your host, Jarek, aka Jarius D, your favorite published author's favorite published author. And until tomorrow with Cherie Gray of Lumpy Grits Artistry, y'all have a great night. Be well and be blessed. Scoob, give the people a word before we go.
Before I go, I have an actually comedy show tomorrow at the Missing Link in front of the courthouse tomorrow. Doors open up at like 7. I'll be the headlining. Glenn will be there. Clyde will be there. Guys we all mentioned today. Every first Sunday of each month, I do my own comedy brunch show. $15 is normally the ticket price to get you a comedy show. Good music, good laughs. You have to buy your own drinks, but I feed you. We have a great time there. And if you wanna stay in touch with who I am, follow me on all social media outlets at The Wild Man Schools. And if that's too hard for you, just go to thewildmanschool.com. It'll show you everything I'm doing. You can buy merchandise. You can see my story. You can see my shows that are coming up. You can even see my videos that are on YouTube. Excuse me.
All right, coronavirus.
you can see my videos that are on YouTube, and also see my Chest and Chain podcast, or listen to my Chest and Chain podcast. Man, I got a lot going on that website,
Hey,
man.
that's great though.
Hey man, but yeah, anything the Wild Man School, Jeremy Scooby Houston, thewildmanschool.com will give it to you. Reaching out to me at the Wild Man School on all social media. And if you need a website built, holler at your boy. I can work on that for you. So if you need me for hosting, I do church events, baby showers, whatever you need, bar mitzvahs, stripper parties. It don't even matter. Like
Y'all better hire this dude. Hire him.
I definitely do church events. They love me at the churches, boy. I tell
Not
you.
church.
But they love me at the churches. So y'all just get at me, man. I told you about the comedy show tomorrow. Meet me there, don't beat me there.
You know what?
Beat me there, don't meet me there. That's what
You
I'm
know
gonna say.
what? I may not make it tomorrow because I'm doing the show. But
It's all good. Yeah,
but
call me
Wednesday,
Wednesday so we can make sure we go to open mic.
I'm gonna try this open mic one more time. I'm gonna try it one more.
You got it. And last but not least, one thing I always leave with is make sure you speak life and spread love to people.
Love that.
And that's
Love
it.
that. All right. Y'all have a great night. Thank you, Scooby, for coming through. Mr. Jeremy Scooby Houston. Y'all have a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
night. Well, be safe and be blessed.
All right.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to a little tea time.
All right, y'all. It's been a great night. Great show. Great show. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. All right. Hey, Mom. I love you. Good night. See you later. Peace,
All right.
bro.
All right now.